watch this morning. For any of you guys who depend on prescriptions, you know what a big deal that is in your lives. Quality of life, for health issues, any number of things. And you know how nerve-wracking it can be if you, let's say, forget to get a refill or if you can't afford those prescriptions, which is why this morning I want to tell you about the South Carolina drug card. And I'm joined this morning by Brandon Knox. He's program director. Thank you for being with us, Brandon.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first of all, for folks who don't know, what is the South Carolina drug card?
South Carolina drug card is a free statewide prescription assistance program open to anyone and everyone. All South Carolina residents are eligible for this program. Since its launch in 2009, we have saved South Carolina residents $50 million in prescription savings.
Wow. Now, this is for uninsured and underinsured folks.
Correct.
Okay?
HSA plans apply, high deductible plans, Medicare Part D, donut hole, even people with great insurance. This is applicable for those non-covered medications because essentially they're paying full retail, therefore the card would be applicable.
So, so what is it that you guys want people to know right now?
Well, during RX Awareness Week, the most important thing is we want South Carolina residents to know that there is a program out there that helps them save with their prescription medications. In addition to that, with the rise in healthcare costs, families and individuals are having a hard time, with those increasing costs, and we're happy to provide these programs. We are also offering this week a free Aetna Dental Access Card, which they can visit www.southcarolinadrugcard.com and download that, and that card is good for 2 years.
Okay, so is this just a South Carolina program, or are there other prescription programs out there?
There are tons of prescription programs out there. South Carolina Medical Association is our flagship partner.
Okay.
We are the only program that they endorse, and that really sets us apart from the other competition out there.
So if this morning somebody sees this and is wondering, okay, how do I know if I'm going to qualify? What do they need to know?
There are no qualifications, no restrictions, no age requirements. Again, it's open to anyone and everyone. There's over 56,000 locations where this card's acceptable. All the major chain pharmacies, Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Kmart.
Like across the board? Across
the board. CVS is our preferred pharmacy, so in the event someone is not able to obtain a card or access the site, they can simply walk into a CVS pharmacy and ask for the discount, and they will receive it.
So what's it like for you knowing that you're part of a program that helps people afford a prescription, which is so vital for so many people?
It's a wonderful feeling, one of the best that I've ever had. I mean, it's a great job, and the most important part is actually helping people obtain their prescription medications at an affordable cost.
It must be moving when you get to meet people who, are able to afford it thanks to what you help them do.
Absolutely.
Any good stories, any stories that stick with you?
Yes, about 2 weeks ago, I was actually at a Walgreens, and there was a lady in front of me, and she had 3 prescriptions she needed to get filled. And at the time, there was only 2 that she could afford, and so I politely asked the pharmacist, and I had a card on me. I was like, "Hey, will you please run her through the program?" Anyway, it ended up saving her on all 3 medications, which would have got her to the point where she was only going to be able to afford 1. And she turned around and gave me a hug, and she's like, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate that."
Well, let's remind folks, what's the website in case people have questions?
www.southcarolinadrugcard.com. There's a medication pricing tool, pharmacy locator, everything you need is right there.
Okay, and again, this is the South Carolina drug card. Thanks so much for coming in this morning,
Thank you
Brandon.
for having me.
Stay with us, you guys. We'll be back with much more Good Day Columbia coming up after the break.